Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Kelly Derulo here from Heart and Hustle Lifestyle. So it is nice and bright and early here in Beloit, Wisconsin. Say hello if you're here with me. I know it's a little bit early, but we've started this weekly Thursday live chat here in the Heart and Hustle Facebook group, just so, it gives you guys a little bit more of an organization, when you can find me here, excuse me, and know exactly what I'm talking about, so you can be ready. You can have your notebooks, you can have your pens, you can have your stuff ready to take notes and get some massive value here. So it is another crazy cold day here in Wisconsin, here in southern Wisconsin. You've probably heard it all over the news about just the frigid temperatures that we have going on here. Basically the whole world was shut down yesterday. Schools, work, businesses, stuff like that. And so it's been a little crazy here this past week, but I'm enjoying the quality time that I have here with my spouse, and just more time that I get to create content. And today is just a full day of recording, right? It's a full day of recording videos. I'm probably going to sit down and record 3 to 4 videos to post and create more of that online real estate. So if you're on, go ahead and type live in the comment thread. If you're here on the replay, go ahead and type in replay in the comments as well. First sip of coffee this morning. So sorry. So anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why you need to start embracing video marketing in 2019 and beyond. And also some effective ways you can go about implementing some strategies today in creating your content that's going to get you more views, create more curiosity, and so you can start laying those bricks down and create that firm foundation. So before we dive into the meat and potatoes of today's video, the good stuff, I wanted to introduce myself yet again, because I know we've had a few people join our group. We have our first male in this group too, so welcome, Rich Scott. If you're on, go ahead and say hello. I know you've got a full day of leadership training under your belt this morning, but anyway, if you're on the replay, say hello as well. And so it was actually really cool to see Rich asked to join this group, because we met probably about, I would have to say 3 years ago. I'd have to actually go into my messages and check, but we actually met in the affiliate marketing space back, online attraction marketing space back, I think about 3 years ago. And we just reconnected recently, and he's doing some amazing things. And so I just, connected with his heart, his lifestyle, and the things that he was doing in the leadership realm. And anyway, so he's a great guy. Welcome, Rich, to the Heart and Hustle community. But anyway, so my name is Kelly Derulo, and I'm a marketing and mindset strategist for women in the space who want to grow their impact. Okay, they want to grow their side hustles in 2019, get more eyeballs on their stuff, start creating killer content, and become the expert in their niche. Okay, so how awesome does that sound? And the reason why I love talking to you, if you're in that group of people, is because that's what I wanted so badly. That's what I wanted so badly for myself, 3-4 years ago. And I didn't know how the heck I was gonna get there. I didn't really have a plan. I didn't really even know who I was going to reach out to. But in those years since, I've connected with the right people, right, that I felt aligned with, that I wanted to grow from. And I've poured my time, energy, resources, everything into learning how to become the go-to expert in my niche, how to put out attractive content, how to build online real estate, and really how to lay that firm foundation in growing not just a brand, but leaving a legacy long after I'm gone. So if that's something that you would like to know how to do, starting right now in 2019 and beyond, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comment thread, okay? So, you know, my biggest passions lie in a lot of things, okay? So I grew up and my brand for the longest time focused around multi-passionate women, okay? We're called multi-potentialites. We dabble in a lot of things. We study and take, you know, a lot of different routes to get to an end goal. And so our paths are never necessarily linear. They kind of spread off in a lot of different directions, but I related to you if you were that kind of person, multi-passionate, because I felt like I used to get bored a lot. And so I would put my attention in a lot of different areas, and that's why I feel like I can talk on so many different things, you know, now. Okay, and if you read my Instagram post or my email a few days ago or that I put out last week, I asked you, are you a hedgehog or are you a fox? And so growing up until about last year, I was always the fox, right? It looks pretty, but are very scattered. They don't really have one unifying vision. They're off trying to kind of please everyone, where the hedgehog has one unifying vision, has one thought. Everything else that doesn't pertain to that doesn't matter. Okay, so that's what 2019 is all about for me. It's staying solid. It's putting my focus and my energy into, you know, one platform, into, you know, maybe 1 to 2 different spaces, talking to one person, one, right, dream client, my target audience, which is you. Okay, so I challenge you to start thinking like a hedgehog. Okay, but anyway, my biggest passions lie in online marketing, social media, social content, social selling, okay, affiliate, attraction marketing. And a lot what I'm gonna be talking about is attraction marketing, creating content, capturing leads, and also closing sales. 3 C's of attraction marketing are right there for you, okay? Network marketing as well. That's where I started 5 years ago, was in the network marketing space, and from there has led into all of these other things, okay? Sales, leadership, mindset, and video content creation. Those are all things that are pretty much self-taught, right? I don't have a degree in graphic design or marketing or communications or journalism or anything like that. It's an exercise science, it's in wellness. It's exercise prescription, how the body works. So basically for the last 5 years, I've taught myself through seminars, networking events, coaching programs, masterminds, all these things, reading, personal development, paid and non-paid things, of course. And it's led me right here to serve you in the Heart and Hustle community. So I'm really excited. So I guess we'll just dive right in. 3 reasons to embrace video marketing in 2019 and beyond. And if you guys stay to the end, I'm gonna give you my biggest lifestyle hack, or I guess my biggest hack to creating lifestyle videos. So very fun. Oh my gosh, where are you guys located and what's the weather like right now? So if you're somewhere warmer than like negative 20 degrees outside, go ahead and comment, let me know where you are, because you know, sometimes my life needs to just be filled with brighter and warmer things, and this week is one of them. So anyway, if you have your notebook out, your pens, your pencils ready, here we go. So number 1, okay, is statistics. Number 1 is statistics, and we can't run from the statistics about how powerful video marketing is right now. It's not really a new thing. I thought I shut that off. But anyway, the statistics do not lie when it comes to how powerful and how much more of a conversion rate video is getting when it comes to online marketing. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot off some of these statistics, okay? So the most effective way that video is consumed right now on social media is YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, I believe in that order. 75 million people in the US watch online videos every day, and you're probably one of them. You know, in yesterday's email that I shot out, I said, you know, after I get done with my personal development and intention setting for the morning, I just can't seem to get, like, I just get sucked into videos on the internet, right? And I told you a few reasons why, right? Because video, right? Video content is king right now, and distribution is queen, and we all know who wins this battle, right? So back to video content. So 75 million people are consuming video content and online videos every single day, and you're probably one of those people, because I know I am. And so when you guys are thinking of your target audience, your ideal client, that avatar, that person that you're speaking to, every time you create content, every time you write an email, write a blog post, write a Facebook post, share a video, do a video, right? You should be speaking to one person. I knew that video always held my attention, and strategic video and compelling video and educational video is the stuff that I loved. And so I know that's exactly who I'm talking to when it comes to my ideal client. Okay? If you guys want to know more about ideal clients and how to find them, how to figure out who your ideal client is, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments. Or I'm sorry, go ahead and drop a 2. We already did a 1. So back to stats. Viewers retain, hey Francesca, nice to see you. Viewers retain 75% more of video versus texting. Like a text or maybe a blog post or something that they read in an Instagram post or something. My dog's like laying right by the door, so I'm gonna real quick let her out of my office. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Or do you wanna stay here? Alright. Sorry about that quick delay. My dog has to be with me everywhere most of the time. So anyway, so social video generates 1,200% more shares than text and images combined, okay? So when we think of viral content, when we think of the content that gets millions, thousands of shares, hundreds and thousands of shares, right? Stuff that people are showing their friends on their phones, it's all video, right? It's someone talking, it's someone engaging, it's someone doing stupid shit, right, on the internet. And so you kind of get where I'm going here. Marketers who use video grow revenue 49% faster than non-video users. Okay, so a lot of brick and mortar businesses that I've even seen out there, you know, a lot of offline brands are even, like, their number one source of revenue right now and number one source of where they're allocating their business dollars is into video marketing. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast a week ago with Ed Milet and Billy Jean. If you don't know who Billy Jean is, Gene marketing, look him up on Instagram. Huge, right? His niche is Facebook ads. I'm not going to be talking about any kind of paid advertising here just because I don't do it. But he's a genius in that industry. And he said, in the next few years, you guys, brick and mortar businesses that really have a hub, and really online entrepreneurs too, are going to have in-house videographers, right? Basically, in-house videographers are going to be wiping out like marketing departments, you know, in companies in like the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, that is where our future lies. That is where our businesses are going. So are you going to ride the wave with everyone else? Are you going to be the first in your niche, Or are you going to stand on the shoreline, stand on the sideline, and allow everyone else to ride the wave while you're kind of just like putting your toe in, or gonna kind of see how it works out? Okay, the statistics are all here. I will never tell you that you have to do something. A good leader, will tell you what has worked for them, okay? But the numbers don't lie, and the numbers will never lie. So I wanted to start out with just some really juicy statistics to show you exactly like how powerful this stuff is. And if you're not utilizing it already, I would highly, highly recommend you start getting comfortable in front of the camera, okay? Because people love that shit, okay? And if you love it, chances are your target audience is going to love it as well. And that is key. Okay, so I read off some statistics. If you're enjoying this video, comment me down in the comment thread. I'm a little scattered this morning. It's just so cold everywhere. Francesca, where are you watching from? Just curious. I'm gonna pull these a little bit. And I'm not even sure if I can see. I'm not even sure if I can see your guys' comments in the lives. For whatever reason, I can sometimes see them, and then sometimes I won't even see comments until I get off the live and I'm reading them and scrolling through the Facebook group, if that makes sense. So sorry if you say something and I don't go back to you right away. But hey, Laura, nice to see you as well. So that's number one. Number two reason to embrace video marketing in 2019 and beyond is it can be organic and free. Okay, so I will not stress this enough, okay? You do not have to pay for advertising when you are first starting out to be successful. And I really think we are in the day and age now of authenticity, right? Of people here sitting on live videos exposing, me sitting here in my gym clothes, right, and getting on a live. 3 years ago, that would not have been the case. That wouldn't have been the case. I would have been scared to death, but we're embracing authentic types of marketing because we know as Facebook Lives and Snapchat and Instagram stories have become so popular, our audience wants to see that part of us. Okay, why? Because they can relate to it, right? Humans, we don't buy a product, we don't join a company because of the products per se, okay? Maybe it's a shampoo or something, or maybe it's, I don't know, a vacation. But they join you because of you. They join you, Inc. And that's why it's so important, to build your own brand, okay? Brand you. Because people will join you over everything else. Okay, that's what we're doing in the Heart and Hustle community. But anyway, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get your target audience. I've done that in the very beginning, and it ended up very frustrating for me. It was very frustrating. I took a step back because I was stressed out. I felt like I was just shooting at, not even at a target. I had no idea what I was doing because I wasn't like an expert there. And so it was very frustrating for me, but it allowed me to take some time off, and I was okay and I was comfortable with doing a lot of research, right? Researching, asking questions, joining Facebook groups, making surveys. I was always asking questions to people who were already, somewhat listening to me, somewhat interested, and getting, my research done, okay? Because that research is going to give you a lot of insight into what your clients and what the people who are obsessed with you want to know, okay? And that is more valuable to me than any kind of targeted paid ad, especially when you're starting out and you don't feel like you have hundreds or thousands of dollars to throw at something that you're not efficient in already. So I hope that makes sense. Video these days is, or most of it can be organic if you're doing it like me. Like if you're already in a Facebook group, all organic, Chances are if you have a Facebook page, you're probably paying for that. So that's probably, a source of paid advertising that you're doing. But I'm utilizing YouTube. That is all free, right? That is my hub for online content. That is my hub for my online real estate. Basically, every content piece that I put out is leading people back somewhere where they can learn more. So I want to ask you this, is your content being seen? Is it working for you 24/7, 365? And does it have the ability for people to literally watch you, get to know you while you're sleeping? And if it's not, or if you don't have a way to do that, you are going to want to stay here in the Heart and Hustle community to learn how to do that, because that is the key to freedom. That is the key to making more money. And that is the key, right, to actually enjoying our business and doing what we love to do, and not being glued to our phones, and not being glued to, making content, not being glued to, training every single team member that we bring on our team. If you're in direct sales, right, it's creating content once that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So if you want to learn how to do that, right, start creating your online real estate for your brand, for your business that allows you more freedom, go ahead and drop a 3 in the comments. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about that. So going back to doing my fair share of paid advertising, I've done my fair share of it. Boosted posts, right, when I first started out, because everyone's like, well, if you want this to reach more people, you just have to boost and spend more money in doing that. So that's what I did in the beginning. I had a business page because, it only made sense, and that's what I was supposed to do. I paid money for Facebook ads when I started in network marketing in 2013. I paid for vendor shows. I paid to go have a booth somewhere, to be with, a coworker, another distributor, and hand out business cards and flyers and have products there. But most of the time you'd have to pay to be there, right? And you have no control over the results that you get. So it was vendor shows. I spent over $5,000 on a coaching program. It was a 16-week coaching program. And their main source, right, of marketing that I learned in the very end was targeted Facebook ads, but paid Facebook ads. And I actually didn't finish the program because it wasn't something that I felt good about. I didn't feel aligned with Facebook ads. I started creating them. I guess part of it was the learning curve, right? Because there's always going to be that comfortability factor when it comes to learning curves. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was uncomfortable. I was outside of my comfort zone. But there's always that, right? That inner voice, the heart that's speaking to you too. And something about it just didn't feel okay to me. And so, also, I talked about this the other day too. My brand is called Heart and Hustle. It's not called Hustle and Heart. Okay, I put up a post in the Facebook group yesterday. Heart and hustle. The heart will always come before the hustle. The spiritual will always come before the strategy. And so I just didn't feel okay about it. And I stepped back for a while. And that was literally at the points when Heart and Hustle came to be. Okay, it was in that time of taking a step back. It was in that time of reflection, because I'd been spinning my wheels for forever. I'm like, what am I doing? What is happening here? What's the end goal? Who am I during this process? And I didn't like who I was becoming in that 16-week process. Yes, I learned some things. I'm not saying it was a bad investment. Okay, nothing's ever a bad investment. But I learned the direction that I didn't want to go when I was kind of just getting my bearings about me. I learned that it was okay to take some time to do your due diligence and research and ask questions. Take your time and be patient about it. A lot of people aren't patient enough. A lot of people aren't willing to do the work. A lot of people aren't willing to go out there and find their target market. A lot of people aren't willing to sit back and soak it in and take baby steps for 2, 3, 5 years. Okay? Why is it when we talk about entrepreneurship, right, we just think we're so much better than everyone, right? We can talk down to people who have jobs or people who went to college or people who did this, this, and this. Hey, Rich, good morning. I actually gave you a shout out this morning to welcome you to the group because you're the first guy. You're the first male in the Heart and Hustle community, so welcome. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to talking with you later. But why is it that we think all of a sudden, doctors have to go through 8 years of school? And just because, right, they are the best at their craft, right? To do open heart surgery, you're not just gonna rely on some average Joe who doesn't have a medical degree, who's not a surgeon, right? So they have 8 years. 8 years of studying, of blood, sweat, and tears, of training, of repetition, clinicals, right? Living, eating, breathing medical stuff, the medical field. But it's the stuff they love. So all of a sudden, why is it now that we're off doing our own thing, in our own side hustle, business, whatever, and we think we can just shortcut the process, right? We think we can listen to, go to one seminar, go to one event, network a little bit online, send out some cold messages. We think that we can put in, 6 months of our time, and all of a sudden we're just where we want to be. That's still not the case. We still have to build that firm foundation. I don't get why people all of a sudden think just because you own your own business now, it's going to be any easier, okay? It's not easy if everyone were doing it, but it can be simple. Rich and I know firsthand, it's not easy. If it were easy, but it can be simple. Because most of you, I think, are taking the long route, the more difficult route. So I hope, Rich, sometime you can come on with me on a live here and we can talk a little bit about that stuff, creating online content and really building that foundation for ourselves. Okay, so it can be organic and free. Everyone's using it. Basically, Mark Zuckerberg gave us a platform we have our own home shopping network. Or what's the other? Home shopping network? Is that what it is? To promote our stuff on, right? We can promote ourselves as people on. And he basically said, here, have this for free. Have it for free. I'm here. This is what I want to give to you as a gift to you. Here, take it. Here's a platform. You can literally press record, press play, and you can be in front of millions of people. Okay, so let's use that to our advantage. Facebook Lives, live video, one small stone, okay? One small way of growing that viewer base, growing your tribe, just one small part. It's very powerful, but one small part, okay? Here's another valid point. You guys can disagree with me on this, but I don't think you will. So think about our last presidential candidacy, right? Who could forget it? It went down in history. Okay? I'm not a politician. I don't talk politics, but I'm gonna bring it up because it has to do with marketing. So Donald Trump wins, right? As much as, for those of you who are anti-Trump, who didn't, agree, most of us didn't agree with what he did or how he acted, the things that he's done in his past. But he literally reached 10 times the amount of people when he went out and spoke. Every town that he was in, every place that he was at, giving a speech while he was running, right? He went Facebook Live. So he's reaching, not, 3,000 or 300,000. He's reaching 3 million people utilizing video. And for me, that's one reason why I think he won. You don't have to be right in this day and age, right? But he had more energy. People could relate to him because he wasn't perfect, right? We're not perfect. We don't do the right things. We don't see the right things all the time. And so I think there was a lot of relatability there. There was vulnerability, and there was also the marketer always wins. He was reaching so many more people, whether those people agreed with him or not. Like, he was just crushing it when it came to people, just viewers. Okay? Yes, the power of social media. We love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you do it the right way. Right? Okay, so I want you guys to ask yourself this. Okay, when it comes to, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face, online real estate. Online real estate. Online real estate. Okay, do you have it? Are you growing it? Do you have somewhere where people can go to see content that you've made a week ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago? Okay, for me, when I started out, that was my blog, that was my house, that was my central, that was like the middle of my web. Okay, then I had all the different parts of the web leading into that hub, which was my blog, and I sent everyone there. So right now it is YouTube. Okay, when Rich and I first met, not even met, talk or spoke online a few years ago, and we both had a mentor, and the reason why I've stayed with him so long, and this is why I talk about why it's so crucial to not just have followers, but how are you going to turn those followers into lifelong viewers, lifelong customers, lifers, obsessed, like they're just obsessed with everything you do. And it was YouTube. It was YouTube marketing. He was untouchable in his videos, in his intros, into the content he was bringing to the table. And I was like, how do I do that? Because it's powerful, you guys. If you're anything like me, you like to binge on things like YouTube because you want to be educated. You want somewhere to go where you can go back to all the time. So if you're only posting on Facebook and Instagram, even if it's every day, if it's not something that people are engaging with, it's just going to get shoveled down there and people aren't going to see it after 24 hours. Okay? So that it's not an efficient way to start building that foundation. Okay? So the thing that I love about, having a blog or having a podcast or having, a YouTube channel, why those are so huge, right, is because people can literally be obsessed about you. They can think about you 5 years down the road and they can still find your content. You create it one time and it works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The key to freedom, my friends. Okay. Number 3. Okay, so we've got statistics. We've got we've got hardcore statistics. We've got it can be organic and free, and organic and free are your friends when you're just starting out doing this stuff, okay? Number 3, boring will put you out of business. Rich, do you agree with that? Give me some comments here. It'll be okay, honey. You can let her in.
You can let her in.
Oh my gosh, hold on one second. Come here. God. Oh. Okay. Yes, boring sucks. Okay. So, once again, you guys, boring will put you out of business. Here's what's happening. I told you in a few years, right? Companies basically are going to be hiring in-house videographers. In-house videographers are going to be taking place of the marketing department. Okay? You see big brands now, like, that's just a crucial part of your team, is someone who does your video for you. If you're just starting out, obviously you're not hiring anyone to do video. I don't hire anyone to do video for me, but that's the way, that is where the tide is going. That's the direction of business, especially online. So think about if you are, you're in an area on vacation and you Google somewhere you want to go eat. You Google a restaurant. You Google, I don't know, somewhere that you don't know but you want to go. And all these restaurants come up. And so the first one has got some pictures. The first one has got some, text about what kind of food. It has got their menu. And then the second one has got real live footage of the restaurant, of the experience, of the coworkers, of basically the culture and the food. And it's got all this, it's got sound effects, it's got like awesome effects. What do you think? Who do you think is going to get more traction? Who do you think is going to get more people in the door? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. So, boring will put you out of business. Boring will not differentiate you in the marketplace. Okay? And I want to talk to you guys who, if you're in direct sales and network marketing and you don't have a personal brand, I really don't know what you're doing, for one, because as much as, how do you plan on being different from everyone else in your company? Like, yes, you as a person, you're obviously different than everyone, but you're selling the same products. Okay, you're using your company branded website that everyone else has. You are using branded graphics in your social media content. You are using the same props. You're using the scripts. Everything. Okay? And so what I want for you is for people to reach out to you because they're curious about you and not your products. Like, why are they going to pick you over 100,000 other reps in the business? Why are they going to choose to join you out of thousands, millions of other reps in the business? So ask yourself that. So those are 3 reasons why we need to start embracing video. Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love to. Did you accept me? I joined, but normally I see I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. But am I in the group for sure now? I'm not even sure. And then here's 3 ways to start utilizing video today, like right now, because every second you wait you're falling further behind. Here to be real. So number one is 3 ways to start utilizing video today is change your beliefs around using video as a marketing tool, and always have a marketing mindset. So what I mean by that, I'm a firm believer that belief will always trump any kind of strategy. You leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stay warm.
Yep, bye.
Bye. I'll say bye.
Bye, Lolo. Bye, sweetie.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh, sorry about that. I recently moved my office into the sunroom, but it's really cold out there right now, so I decided to move myself back into my office for this morning. Anyway, so change your beliefs around marketing, and also always have a marketing mindset. So basically, I bring the spiritual plus the strategy here in Heart and Hustle because I believe that your beliefs will always trump the strategy. And if you don't believe in what you're doing, first here and then here, right, there's no point. There's no point in spending your time, energy, and money into something if you don't have the right belief system behind that, if that makes sense, okay? So when I started out, 4 years ago, doing all this stuff, obviously it was very new to me, but I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with, practicing this art every single day, whether anyone was watching or not, okay? Sitting myself in front of the camera just like this, even if I was never going to post anything. So basically, if you guys are familiar with how our thoughts, right, our dominant internal thoughts will, reflect our and determine our dominant external reality. So we have to be really careful about the people we pour into, about the information that we're reading, about the emotions that we're feeling, right? The things that we allow to bypass into our minds. Okay? So a thought becomes a belief when that thought has been repeated over and over and over and over again to the point where your subconscious just accepts it as the truth. So I decided, knowing how strong and how much power my subconscious mind had, I decided to embrace new beliefs around video. I decided to learn to love video. I decided to step into the most badass version of myself as a video marketer. I decided to love it, right? I told myself, every single day in every single way, people are attracted to me through my video content. Every single day in every single way, I am making money from my video content. Every single day in every single way, people are wanting to know what I'm doing via my video content, right? Spiritually, it's called affirmations, okay? If you read books like Think and Grow Rich, it's called auto-suggestion. Okay, Rich, see you later. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for jumping on. Yay! Zoom call with that guy from India. I love that. International. I'm getting some international views on my stuff, and it's just like so crazy the power of social media, really, if you're doing it in the right way. So I decided to tell myself and basically say this stuff to myself every day, because if I didn't believe that I was capable of being a powerhouse in my industry and being capable, if I didn't believe I was capable of becoming an expert in my niche, if I didn't believe I was capable of starting a thriving brand, that empowers other women to learn exactly what I know now and I'm teaching you, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here, okay? So your dominant internal thoughts are going to determine your dominant external reality. When you're wondering why the hell you're here, what the hell you're doing, think about what are you thinking about, right? What are you allowing to dominate your what are you allowing to dominate your thoughts? And I vowed to myself and I made a promise to myself that my mindset around video and learning to love video and becoming a powerhouse in video, that I didn't give myself any other option. Growing that for the last 4 years has been what I think a definitive strength of mine, a very unique strength of mine that not a lot of people, even when Facebook is flooded with Facebook Lives these days, I still believe that I have a unique ability to be on camera and share compelling content, all right? I'm comfortable on the camera. I love the camera. I love video content. And something that I want you guys to do is I want you guys to fall in love with creating video, killing it on video content, right? There's definitely strategy behind that, but I want you to open your minds and really change your mindset and your belief system around video first, because if you don't do that, none of the strategy will ever work for you, okay? So I want you to get excited about video. I want you to get excited about learning how to pour yourself into the most powerful kind of content that you are going to make in 2019 and beyond. Okay, and if you can master this skill set, you are going to become the expert in your niche. And not only that, more people are going to see you. Okay, and isn't that what you want? You've got a message people want to hear, people need to hear. You need to get out into the world. This is the way you are going to do it. So that's number one, change your beliefs. And also, the second part of number one is to, excuse me, always have a marketing mindset, right? So we're talking about mindset and belief systems here. So what I mean by that is, if you caught my live about 2 weeks ago, or my email about 2 weeks ago, by the way, if you're not on my email list, comment down below if you want to be added, because I will definitely get you on that list. And I talked about 6 types of compelling content that you can start sharing on social media today. And the very last one stood for lifestyle. It stood for, sharing what you're doing in your life. Okay, you might not be, a millionaire and living the luxury lifestyle, whatever. You might not necessarily be at that point that you want to be. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Lifestyle meaning, what is your life like, right? What do you and your family go do? Where are you on vacation? Where are you traveling to? Are you going to a new coffee shop this week? Are you going out to a new restaurant with your friends? Right? What's your lifestyle like? Because that's what people want to see. That is compelling content. When people see video, right, and they see people of you on a vacation, like obviously not in the snow, they see you out in warm, sunny palm trees, sipping a pina colada out on the porch and blah, 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 like that's compelling. So another distinctive strength of mine, and honestly, I feel like I've always been wired this way a little bit, and why marketing really comes easy to me, creative content comes pretty easy to me, is because anywhere I go, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, how can I turn this into an email? How can I turn this into a post? How can I turn this into a blog post? How can I turn this into a video with compelling content, right? So when I talk about content, what are you reading? What are you listening to? What kind of seminars are you going to? What kind of lives are you listening to? Write down, take notes. Your notes are your uncashed checks. Unpaid checks? No. Your notes are your uncashed checks, you guys. Read the books, listen to the audios, go do some kind of personal development, go to some kind of events, take the notes, and then share them. And always have that marketing mindset. Like always, if you're somewhere new, people want to see that, okay? Because your lifers are invested in you. They want to know what you're doing, okay? So always have that mindset, like, am I somewhere new? God, I need to get this somehow. I need to capture this. And how can I relate this back into my marketing? How can I relate and spin this picture into a blog post, into an email? How can I add value to the marketplace, to my ideal clients, to my target market based on, oh my God, a book I'm reading, to a live video I just listened to a podcast episode I just listened to. And so you can see how all these different elements start coming together and you just start thinking like a marketer. Okay? You start to think like a marketer, a creative content producer, right? So change your beliefs around video marketing, and also always have a marketing mindset. When you go out, have a marketing mindset. How can I turn this into content that I can use, right, to start laying those bricks down one by one, right? We're planting the seeds. The Chinese bamboo tree doesn't sprout until like 5 years after it's planted. Like nothing. Okay? And then it's beautiful. It's abundant. So think about that. Number 2, start practicing. Start practicing without the intent of putting it out anywhere. If you're afraid to record a video, if you're afraid to record a live, if you are, maybe afraid to upload something to YouTube, if your YouTube channel has been sitting there stagnant for 3 years like mine was up until last year, then you might feel like you've lost your mojo a little bit, or feel like you might have just kind of don't know what to say anymore. That's okay. Sit yourself down like I am right now and just press record and just start talking. Start talking like you're talking to your best friend. Talk like, start talking to someone like, it's just a good friend or a spouse or a family member, someone that you enjoy talking to. Because at the end of the day, that's who your lifer is. They're your soul people. The people who are going to invest in you, that love you, that might not ever get to meet you personally, but they believe in you and believe in what you're teaching and will spread the word about what you're teaching. And they will recommend you over everyone else in the industry because you've proven to them by your marketing and by your mindset and your values that you are the go-to expert in your niche, okay? So start practicing, record with no intention of ever putting it up anywhere. You guys, so how long has this been so far? I'm not even sure. I hope my phone is charged enough for this. But it's been an eye-opener and really kind of cool to look back into my YouTube channel, this last few weeks and see where I started from, okay? And I know it took a lot of courage for me to even start that channel, but I knew it was something that I not only needed to do, but that I wanted to do to grow that authority factor in my business. And so it's crazy to watch the videos from 3 years ago at this time, and I'm downstairs in the basement in the apartment that I used to, live in, and it's dark and the awful lighting, like cold concrete floors, just not anything visually appealing. But I didn't care because that's not what people care about. People care about what you're, the content that you are bringing to them, if that makes sense. Like, sure, as you evolve and as you make incremental upgrades, obviously I've upgraded in lighting, in the feel of my office and stuff like that, but do what you can with what you have. And don't wait until the perfect opportunity, because there never will be one. So start practicing with what you have. Start practicing right now with no intent to put it out anywhere. And as you start to gain that confidence, you will see the difference in your videos, okay? Number 3 is do your research. Do your research. This, a lot of people skip this part because, you know, they have a product to sell. So we're just going to sell it to everyone. We're just going to get it out to our Facebook friends. We're just going to throw it out there on Instagram and, you know, do all those things. Or talk about a program or talk about how great X, Y, and Z is. Okay, so that's what most people do. That's what most vanilla people do. But we're not here to be plain and we're not here to be vanilla. We're here to be life changers. We're here to be, you know, epic leaders. We're here to be and make a difference and stand out in our industry. So when it comes to your ideal client and who you're talking to about what kind of video content are you going to be putting out there, you have to do your research. Who are you going to talk to? What are their problems? What are they frustrated with? What do they want to know more about? What can you help them with? Where does your expertise lie in? What do you love talking about? What are you passionate about? But also, what do you want to learn more about? So you kind of always keep that fire under your butt too. Yeah, what does your target market want to know? Research, ask questions. Don't be afraid to send out some text messages or email some colleagues or throw out a poll in your Facebook group or ask some questions. Or if you already have an email list of some kind, ask questions in your email group, right? Do some kind of targeted research, right? So if you have clients, if you have people out there, or if you have content out there, but you have no eyeballs on it, what's the point? If you have video content out in the world, but like no one's coming, hey Christina, into your website, or no one's coming into your Facebook group, or no one's coming into your mastermind or your community or your YouTube channel, what good is the content? So video content is king, right? It's important, but the distribution is queen, and we all know who runs. We all know who runs the world. Sorry, Rich, but we can all have differences of opinion here. But we have to do our research. We have to, if you're marketing to everyone, you're going to reach no one. So who are you talking to? Who exactly do you want to reach? And who exactly is going to need or want what you are offering or giving away? Okay, so the more research you do, the more quality content you can put out when you start getting comfortable with video. Okay, because it has to be relevant to your marketplace and it has to be compelling. It has to solve some kind of pain, frustration, problem, agitation with your target audience, right? With your ideal client. So on YouTube, right, it's not enough to record a video and put it out there. And that's what so many marketers, they just think that by taking something, you know, pushing it out to everyone, that magically people are just going to see it, and magically people are just going to know about it, and magically they're just going to make money. Okay? And a lot of that work has to come from behind the scenes. A lot of the work for my videos that I'm putting up on YouTube, it's easy to shoot a video. It's not really as easy to do the research behind who I'm targeting, what kind of keywords to use. right? What kind of competition is out there for the subject or the header? Okay, it's not as simple to write a very compelling and description that is going to get me ranked on the page number 1 of YouTube or even Google. Okay, so it will pay off. It will pay off to do your research. When you guys are planning your content for the week, for the month, whatever, however you do it, please include research in your income producing activities. Okay, because if we turn the GPS on with no destination, we're not going to get anywhere. So have purpose behind your planning, have purpose behind your content. More people are going to see it. More of your target audience are going to see it. More people are going to view it. And that is how we get the ball rolling in cold customers becoming lifetime obsessed customers. Okay, so that is it. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below in the comment thread, and I will make sure to get back to those sometime today. Like I said, today is full of content creation for me. I'll be sitting in front of my phone for a while, because once you get on a roll, you're just on a roll and want to stay there. But I promised you guys I would share with you one of my favorite hacks for lifestyle videos. Okay, when you're out and about in your town, or if you're on vacation, or if you're somewhere new, lifestyle is going to be huge in connecting with your audience. Okay, so my number 1, that I have this for a while but I didn't utilize it, is a selfie stick, right? And you guys, it may sound simple, like you probably have one of these, maybe you don't. This thing costs maybe like $5 from Barnes & Noble. And I think actually something broke off of it, but I still use it. But anyway, this has been my best friend, and I put this thing in my bag whenever, I'm going out somewhere, or maybe I'm going on vacation, or I'm taking a trip, or I'm just doing something, right? And I think, hey, that'll be cool, because I always have a marketer's mindset now. I'm like, oh my God, that'll be cool. I want to get some kind of video. I want to get some kind of picture that I can use for my marketing content. Okay, I carry this thing so many places with me. I don't care anymore if I'm the girl in the coffee shop, busting this thing out of her purse and taking a selfie, whatever, of me working. Or if I'm, at the beach and I have a, margarita in hand or whatever, or wherever, whatever. Take the selfie stick, man. This is gold. This is golden. I love my selfie stick. I'm able to do a lot more than just selfies. Like, people don't want to see selfies all the time, and I don't necessarily have to have anyone shooting my stuff for me. So it's a really, really low investment, easy investment. You can get a selfie stick anywhere. You could probably get them at Walgreens, but just go on Amazon, and you can get one for them really cheap, and just start, having fun with the selfie stick. I take a lot of my lifestyle photos that way, and it's really fun. It keeps things fun and interesting. But if you have any questions, feel free. If you like this, alarm keeps going off. I need to shut that off. If you are looking forward to more epic videos, more epic content like this, to learn how to blend the spiritual and the strategy in order to grow your impact, grow your side hustle, grow your online real estate, and become the expert in your niche this year, go ahead and comment me in the comment thread. I'm really excited to take you on a journey with me here in the Heart and Hustle community. It's just been the time of my life. I simply adore every single person that's in this group that takes the time out to watch these videos and get on the lives and interact with my posts and be part of my email list and open my emails when I send them out. Okay, so look for another email from me tomorrow morning. And also next week, These weekly live chats happen every Thursday at 8 a.m. Central. You can hang out with me. You can feel free to interact or maybe just lurk. You don't have to say anything. That's totally fine. I totally understand. But yeah, we've got some interesting and very awesome things coming your way in 2019. But get on the bandwagon with video. You'll thank me later, okay? It's great to see you guys. I love you guys so much. And also, I will not share a link to my YouTube channel because Facebook hates YouTube and YouTube hates Facebook with a passion, so I'm not going to put a link anywhere. But I would love it if you went and subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch some of the videos, check it out, and yeah, you can find my stuff there. Just search my name in the search bar, Kelly Drewlow, Drewelow, and I should pop up right away. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. Stay warm if you're in the Midwest. I'm just gonna sit here, drink my coffee, hang out with my dog for a little bit, but I appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.